All right, popping back in for another episode. We're a little bit late on this news cycle, but there's been some small developments, and we want to make sure that we do touch upon this latest news from Alycia Baumgardner. Now, before we get into that, I want to just send you another reminder. Make sure that you do like and subscribe to this page. It really helps us with the algorithm, making sure that we get our content in front of you, and make sure that you check out our Instagram page, which is Pundits of Pugilism, which is spelled out. So that's, of course, where we get pop talk from. All right, so just to kind of inform everybody on this latest news, so Alycia Baumgardner, who is a unified featherweight champion, or is she super featherweight champion, Coach Dave? I want to make sure I get this correct. I don't believe she's lightweight, but we will.
It said junior lightweight, 130.
Oh, yeah, junior lightweight. Okay, yeah. So she's super featherweight, junior lightweight, same thing. So 135 champion. So and this result is from her her latest bout. Okay. So she has stated, so this is the statement that she put out in response. This was on April, believe the 16th. So she states, on April 12, 2023, I was informed that an A sample I provided on July 12th resulted in an adverse analytical finding of mesterolone and methanolazone acetites metabolites. These are two substances I've never heard of or used in any way. The sample provided immediately after my fight on July the 15th actually tested clean and negative for all banned substances, as did my sample on June the 16th, which makes the July 12th result essentially impossible. But one thing that she did acknowledge that as an athlete, that she is responsible for any and everything that goes into her body. And as of now, she does have a positive result that is on the board. And it's just another kind of black eye for boxing. And this seems to always it's not necessarily always a matchroom boxer, but it is always around a kind of a matchroom event. So Alycia Baumgardner, as we know, is, a matchroom boxer. And then the previous fight between his fighter Anthony Joshua and Dillian White had to be, we had to have somebody step in because Dillian White tested positive for banned substances. And then, of course, the ongoing Conor Benn situation, another matchroom boxer. So, Coach, kind of way, this was a bit surprising. A lot of people are pointing to the fact that she was fighting the only person to giving her a professional loss. So maybe this was just a little bit of nervousness, or feeling that she needed a little something extra. And Lou DiBella, who is the promoter of Leonardo Toro, who was the woman that she beat in her most recent fight, is trying to get some more information around this. But so what are your just kind of initial thoughts regarding this this shocking news?
Yeah, well, first of all, I mean, I think I respect Alycia for saying, you know what, hey, I ain't never messed with this junk, but for everything that goes into my body, she's taking responsibility of that. 100% big ups to her for that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, she might, taking, I don't know, supplements. I mean, the girl is just an elite athlete. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I personally, don't know a whole lot about the stuff that was found in her body. I don't know how long that stuff stays in your system or not. You know what I'm saying? But I do just kind of find it odd that, you took a test in June, took a test, 3 days after the fight, both of those things come up clean, but you're saying the one right there in the middle, the July 12th one is the one that pops hot. I just I find that very, very odd. And I wanted to say up front, I say that, clearly acknowledging my ignorance on how long these type of drugs stay in your system. You get what I'm saying? So man, and then also, I'm just gonna put it out there, man. I mean, I don't know. I think she's not signed with Matchbox anymore. And in a lot of these cases that comes up, why is the common denominator, Matchbox, Matchroom, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, why is it them? Could something have happened, man? And could Matchbox be on the shade or on the down low? Let me be crystal clear and say, yes, they could be, because this is probably one of the most dirtiest sports that I've ever encountered. So I'm willing to say, yeah, that these jokers could have be doing some shady stuff. To be crystal clear, yes, they could be doing some shady stuff. And again, I just find the times that she tested clean, vice the time that they're saying this is the one that popped hot, it just seems kind of odd with it being right there, in the middle. So I want to go on record and saying that, yeah, this stuff could be shady, and could she have gotten something, be it some of the supplements that she's been taking or whatever? I mean, she acknowledged, look, hey, it's up to me what I put in my body. Hey, that could have happened too. If you want to ask me what I straight up believe, honestly, and I'll say believe and hope, I just don't think this girl did it. And if she did, hopefully she come on out, say it. I'll eat the crow and put some ice cream on it. But I'm just a strong fan, of this fighter. But beyond being a fan, to test clean June 16th, take a test on July 12th, take another test on July 15th, and have those two on the end to come up clean, it's baffling to me. Now, if I go and I read that the stuff that was in her system comes out your system in 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days, then okay, wow, let's think about this thing. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, a joker on cocaine that got to do a piss test in the military, he got about 3 days. That stuff in at least 3 days, right? That stuff in at least 3 days. So I can't see this stuff just coming out of her system in one day or 2 days, because she go take a piss or something and it's gone. So that's why I'm saying, and acknowledging, more so because I am a fan, strong, loyal fan. I don't think she did it. But to be crystal clear, the test times that she tested clean, vice the time that she came up dirty, is suspect to me. That's what I want to be clear about.
Hey, if I want to channel the spirit of Boston Jared, you're like, have you seen her traps? You see the traps on her? So, you know what I'm saying? Those traps is unnatural. So,
hey, look, she's a hard working elite fighter. Now, if she was walking around with a damn mustache and sideburns, then I might be like, hold up now.
Well, yeah, she looked strong. This last fight, she was showing it all too, man. Them biceps, man, traps. That back was looking extra strengthified.
It is. I mean, but that's one of her defining kind of characteristics, right? She just always been.
Nah, they did post like the last, I think it was the last 2 fights, and it was a drastic improvement.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. I'll look that up, and then I also have a little bit of information on both of those.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, and her the way her swagger, it goes to like, if she's clean, it'd have been like, she got some swag to her. But now, if she was the pop hot, she can't prove that if she was clean. She right now is pretty much guilty until you proven innocent. And so she needs to prove that she was innocent. So and in the boxing world is unforgiving, man. Look at who was it? Reynoso fighter that just got Valdez.
Yeah, Oscar Valdez.
Yeah, that just got mollywopped. And then the first thing people said, hey, he ain't got that drugs in him no more. He average, below average. So man,
Hey,
boxing for drug users is not a good place to be, because the fans hold them accountable, as they should. I mean, boxing is a dangerous sport, and if you cheat to win, you get found out, man, you need to get thrashed, man, to the fullest extent.
yeah, no, I agree with you on that, man. But I'm saying, you know, I'm definitely gonna go back and take a solid look at these drugs. But let me tell you, man, if any of these drugs that she's saying she took, if they stay in your body 3 or more days, if they stay in your body 3 or more days, and we can medically prove that, then this girl was not on them drugs, because she took that test. She took that test on the 15th, I think. So, and if that one came back clean, and them drugs stay in your body 3 days, hey man, I ain't feeling it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying something shady going on. Now, if those drugs come out your body, you know, in one day, then I'd be a little suspect. But
well, I mean, what do you think would lead to that then, right? Besides a conspiracy theory, right? So would it be just the faulty and the handling of the test, or right? Because these are not things that that are naturally occur in the body. So just a little bit of information with the Mesterolone. This is a androgen and anabolic steroid, which is used mainly in the treatment of low testosterone levels. It has been used in males to treat male infertility. But right, it does kind of, you know, raise your testosterone levels. And then with the metanolone, this is also an androgen and an anabolic steroid, which is used mainly in the treatment of anemia that's due to bone marrow failure. So I mean, they're both as far as just over. I mean, they're illegal to use in sports, of course. You can't get them with a prescription, but I mean, what do you think are some things that might have led to this adverse results?
so if I Google how long does that drug stay in your body, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do we come up with? What I can't even remember the name here. What was called mesterolone?
Yeah, meserolone and then metanolone. So
Right.
let's see. How long does methylazone stay in the system? So its elimination half-life is 10.5 days.
Oh no, bro. So that thing stay in your body 10 days?
Yeah.
Bruh,
So
hold up though. Hold up. So they tested her on, they're saying the July 12th one came pop hot. She tested on July 15th, and that one was clean.
yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah.
but I mean, it says right. So it's, you know, there's different cycles, I guess, that they, you know, so there's but it says here that that it clears the system in 3 days, but this is just for a testosterone type. Yeah, but it says for the cycle, right? So these are, you know, usually with steroids, there's a kind of a cycle, but it says that the general course and dosing of the methadone is around 8 weeks. But let's right, we're kind of getting a little bit technical in there, but I do have a little bit of footage that I want to show, just a little bit of a comparison. And I didn't really kind of notice it, but I think the casual one brought up something. So I'm gonna, so we want to give credit to our man T Street Controversy. So he's the one who has provided this footage. So we're gonna get this footage that I'm showing now is when Alycia Baumgardner fought Michaela Mayer, which was, I think that was about a little bit over a year ago. And then we're going to show you what she looked like in her latest fight. So y'all able to see that? Okay. All right, so this is her. She's gonna like flex real quick.
So that's a year ago?
This is, yeah, so this is when she fought
Michaela Mayer.
yeah, Michaela Mayer. So I'll just kind of pause it on there. You know,
He still was cut. Look at them guns. God dog.
All right. So that's
Look at the guns, bro.
Michaela Mayer. All right. So now we're gonna go and show what she looks like in her latest fight. All right. As soon as this commercial goes through.
But did y'all see how ripped and cut she was?
Yeah.
Bigger.
Bruh.
That's way bigger, bro.
Does them guns is gunning.
Guns is gunning.
But bro, that first clip was how long ago?
A year.
Motherfuckers are getting damn ripped up, dude, in 4 months. So I don't get it, bro. But I don't get it. And Cam, you can't say we going a little too deep. If that shit stays in your system 10 days, bro, it don't make sense.
Well, that's the reason I was saying it, because that was talking about its half-life elimination, and I think that without the right kind of degrees of, I think we want to be kind of like clear. I'm not sure what that necessarily means as far as clearing the system in there, but from her own statements, based on the dates of her tests, she feels that these things do not line up in there, but I mean, it would be good to have somebody who's a little bit more versed in there, but because I've also read some stuff about how it might take only like 3 days or something like that to clear. But yeah, I mean, so once she does look significant, I mean, noticeably bigger, but right, but that's why you lift weights, right? That's why you work out. That's why you kind of do things. I'm not saying that it's unnatural, but I've always known her as just cut up and ripped kind of fighter. But I didn't think about once, the Casual Ran kind of brought to my attention to kind of check out those photos. When you see her body when she fought Michaela Mayer, and then her body when she fought Lyndon Naruto, then there is a difference in the physique. And then you see the smiling, cheesing Eddie Hearn in the back. So I wonder what he has to say about all of this.
Well, man, know him, his old perverted stuff. He might be better.
He got to be sick though, man, because it seemed like all his fighters popping.
Hey, look, man, I'm looking at what the common denominator is, but honestly, even the little research that I've been doing on this stuff, man,
yeah.
I see one thing, but it say this junk it is detectable for up to a month. This is like detectable up to a month.
Mm-hmm.
And so I again, it's a whole year. You give me a whole year in the camp with Alycia Baumgardner. I bet I come out there joker looking sexy too, bro. You know what I'm saying? A whole year, and the way this woman eat, and the way she work out and train, man, I'm coming out that joker looking straight. I'm coming out that joker in a daggone thong and a wife beater. I'm gonna be so sexy.
No, but she is somebody who is really kind of dedicated. She was on a podcast with recently with Cam Newton, and he was kind of course, he wanted to know what was going on with this her dating life, and she essentially said that I'm married to this game, right? So I'm married, so it's like she ain't really making time for no men and no other stuff like that. So it's that, and she seems dedicated to her craft. And then one thing that I used to kind of unwittingly kind of credit a lot of her success to just her you know, her physicality and her physical prowess and stuff, but she has really taken to the sweet science, and you know, and is really doing some really good things in the ring with her footwork, and you know, she still has some moments that she needs to improve on, but I want to give her credit for really dedicating herself to the sweet science, and really learning and not just trying to get by off of her athleticism and physicality.
And I say this too, man. I'll say this too, bro. You know, and I mean, yeah, I'm all on the bandwagon. I'm great Alycia Baumgardner, bro. So the first time she fought the girl that she just beat, and I had told you, I said, hey, she fighting a different fighter. And I told you guys to go back and look at the fight that when they first fought and look at where she's at now. So we can sing her praise about all her skill set that developed, you know, between those fights. But we don't think that this woman can get absolutely ripped up in a natural way within 1 year with her dedication and commitment, as you said, married to this sport. I think that jump is all natural, man. You know what I'm saying? And God forbid if she come out and she say, you know what, I'm wrong. I fess up. I admit it. You know, I did X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna say, you know, y'all were right. I'm gonna forgive her and tell her to get back in the ring and whoop some ass. You know, but
I'm sure you're gonna forgive her, Dave.
All right. Does anybody else? So we're gonna end up this segment. Does anybody else want to kind of leave their lasting comments? One thing I would say, whatever she's doing, it's working, because that body is looking good. I will say that.
That bodying.
All right. So all right, we're gonna wrap up this segment and get off into our last segment for the night.